So we're here with Ofer Karp from Alvarion, and you're going to tell us a little bit about your networks and what you're doing.
Okay, so Alvarion is actually the world leader for WiMAX 4G networks. On that port, we are deployed all over the world with WiMAX 4G network, both for mobile networks and as well as for overcoming the digital divide in emerging markets as well. I believe that as we'll move along, we'll speak more about other things, products, technology, and businesses that we are doing.
So there's a lot of talk in the industry about 4G networks. Do you believe that WiMAX has a significant role to play in 4G?
So WiMAX is actually already playing a significant role in 4G networks. It's actually the first and only technology today commercially available for 4G networks. We are seeing 4G WiMAX operators all over the world. Some of them are Alvarion customers, some of them are not. You can think about Clearwire Sprint in North America, Open Range Communication and Digital Bridge as well in North America. Operators in APAC such as VMAX, YTL, Packet One, also other operators in Europe. I would say that on top of that, it's important to mention that WiMAX is also serving as a kind of a catalyst for the 4G industry as a whole, and this is a very important point to note.
We were talking a little bit earlier about WiMAX versus LTE and whether the two technologies may eventually converge or live side by side. Do you believe that it's time to be picking sides, or do you believe that both technologies have a future?
Naturally, for people, it's easier, to go into picking sides. The way I envision and the way I see it's happening in the future. First of all, I'm looking on the end users, and I'm seeing the increasing demand of end user for mobile broadband on the one end, and the lack of it on the other end. The way I envision it is I see the two ecosystems working side by side in order to bring the abilities of 4G networks to all of the subscribers. Maybe in a certain point in time we will see also an integration to some point in between the technology. I would say that leveraging the two ecosystems and the fact that WiMAX has already gained a significant ecosystem in terms of the amount of end devices and core elements already available, for me it's apparent that this is something that is not going to fade away, only to be more prevalent.
And so what do you identify as the key factors of the growth in the WiMAX industry, especially in the next year, in 2010, 2011?
Okay, so if you look already in 2009 and the first quarter of 2010, these were, I would say, 5 sequential quarters of growth for WiMAX. On one respect is the ecosystem that has grown significantly. We are speaking already today about more than 500 end devices out there. 140 out of them are certified. The other are on IoT level. We are seeing some of the operators that I mentioned previously excelling in the size and in the penetration toward the end users. We are speaking about hundreds of thousands of users per network, and this is we must remember, in a very short time frame since the initial deployment. So we are seeing all of that signs already happening in 2009 and the beginning of 2010. Looking forward towards 2011, we believe that India is going to be a cornerstone for the industry. Most of the key operators, some of them are the largest mobile operators in the globe, are highly involved with WiMAX and with concrete playing in WiMAX. By the way, I would say that Alvarion is well positioned in all of these opportunities. We are seeing money coming from stimulus packages in North America to fuel the industry. So again, a combination of frequency and money is always good for the industry. And on top of that, I would say that the growth of the existing customer base is going to be significant.
So your focus is mainly developing world, if I understand it correctly?
So actually we are playing, and WiMAX as a whole plays throughout both developing and developed world. We are focusing on both of them. India, as I said, is a great area of focus, as well as APAC. But let's not forget that we are very active and a leader in both Europe and North America, being developing countries.
And do you feel that the technologies ecosystem is mature enough to allow WiMAX operators to succeed?
So I think that with any new industry, ecosystem is an area of great concern, and it has been also an area of great concern to ourselves. I can confidently say today that the ecosystem has surprised us in the rhythm and in the pace that it has grown toward maturity. I mentioned earlier that we have more than 500 end devices. HTC has just launched its actually I would say the first 4G phone into Clearwire and other networks. So we are seeing a great advancement on the ecosystem, the amount of players that are active, and the fact that vis-a-vis the advancement with the ecosystem, the whole business case of WiMAX is falling into place, which allows the networks to grow significantly thanks to that point.
For which vertical applications is WiMAX best suited in your opinion?
Okay, so we are at alvarion are a great believer of WiMAX also for vertical markets. There are many of them, there are plenty of them. I would say that the two areas that we find most interesting and appealing will be public safety and energy. When I say energy, I would refer to the optimization of energy consumption. With public safety, we are playing a very active role with many different cities and municipalities, trying to bring up a video surveillance application along the entire city, and by that minimizing the level of crime, and we are seeing significant improvement in that. On the forefront of energy, there is naturally electricity and water. We are mainly focused on the smart power grid application, where we're trying to utilize the technology in order to average the consumption fluctuation, and by that saving significant amount of energy consumed. I would say also in that respect, some of these applications are being utilized on the license band, the other are being utilized on the unlicensed band. We are at alvarion, we're actually, and I think that by that we are exhibiting our leadership both on the technology but also on the business aspects of that. We were the first one to bring 16E into the unlicensed or the licensed exam, but forefront and allowing these vertical markets to enjoy the benefits of the 16E as a mature technology.
And how is the market responding to your 16E products so far?
So first of all, when you look on the license arena, here what we are bringing is a full suit. It's not only a product, we are bringing a networking solution. We called it an alvarion for motion. When you look on the blend of what we are selling, 16E and non-16E, so most of it will be 16E. So if you take in mind that alvarion is actually one of the market leaders, so you see that the market is reacting very well to 16E, both in terms of maturity, stabilization, and as I said, the fact that we are coming with an end-to-end ecosystem allows the business case for these operators to be much better than in the past.
And you also told me, just to finish off, that you're working also closely with Intel?
Yeah, we are. First of all, we are using the fact that we are in line of sight with Intel, speaking the same language, and together truly believe in WiMAX as a technology, in what the technology can bring. We are actually been working with Intel so many years back, and today we are working with Intel about the next generation of the technology, the 16E Advanced, and also 16M.
So, and we're looking at the moment for the 16E at speeds ranging from about 10 to 15 megabytes.
These will be the range today. Yeah.
Great. Well, we look forward to your future products.